Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is going to be played in standard tuning, and there are a lot of different ways to play this song, but what I'm going to be showing you here is kind of more of an intermediate to advanced notion of how this song should take place. And the reason that it's a bit more difficult is because it diverges greatly from just standard chords. There are tutorials out there that show how to play this song using just kind of some very basic standard chords that are basically like a G, an E minor, an A minor, and a D major. But I think that this song sounds best whenever it's kind of jazzed up a little bit. And I'm not a jazz guitarist, but I kind of put this arrangement of it together that I think works pretty well. In the intro to this video, I was playing the melody as well on an electric guitar. This video, or this tutorial, is just going to be focusing on the chord progression and how to achieve that. So with that being said, the first chord of the song, I just kind of play a G chord. I've got my ring finger on the 6th string 3 fret, and I'm plucking down with my thumb on the 6th string while simultaneously using my 1st and 2nd fingers to pluck up on strings 2 and 3 open. The second chord, relatively basic chord as well, just an E minor chord, and I'm doing the same finger pluck of down with my thumb on the 6th string, up on 2 and 3 with my 1st and 2nd fingers. On my left hand, my 2nd finger's on the 5th string 2 fret, my ring finger is on the 4th string 2 fret. The third chord is a version of a C. It's a version of a C where I've got my 2nd finger on the 5th string 3 fret, and then my 1st finger is barring the 2nd fret of strings 4 and 3, and I'm plucking down with my thumb on the 3 string and up with my 1st and 2nd fingers on strings 3 and 4. In this bar, you want to make sure that you don't catch the fretted 2nd string. Like whenever you bar, you're probably going to just make an A chord basically, but you don't want the 2nd string to come out here. You've got to be very careful in how you're plucking so that you're only grabbing strings 5, 4, and 3 in your pinch. The next chord is to take this shape that we've got with our C right here and just move it up 2 frets. So now my 2nd finger is on the 5th string 3 fret, and my 1st finger is barring strings 4 and 3 on the 4th fret. So that's the first round. The second round, I go to more of a G. I'm pretty sure this is a G7 or a G major 7. I've got my 1st finger on the 6th string 3 fret, my ring finger on the 4th string 4 fret, my pinky finger on the 3 string 4 fret, and I'm plucking down with my thumb, up with my 1st and 2nd fingers on thumb 6th string, 1st and 2nd fingers the 4 and 3 string. Then back to the E minor chord again, which this E minor more or less remains the same throughout the entirety of the song. The second time to the C, I play it that way, which is the same as before, but I'm putting my pinky finger down on the 3 string 4 fret. So I've got 5 string 3 fret, 4 string 2 fret, 3 string 4 fret. And then back up to the same D as before with 5 string 5 fret, and then my 1st finger barring the 4th fret of strings 2 and 3. So I'll run through those chords as a bit of an intro, and then that repeats as the verse. The last time, once the verse kicks in, the second time through after this C, the next chord, instead of it being our D like this, I play a D dominant 7. So I've got my 2nd finger on the 5 string 5 fret, my 1st finger on the 4 string 4 fret, and now my ring finger on the 3 string 5 fret. So the second time through, once like the melody kicks in, it would be. And then we've got a pretty big diversion from that main progression where it's going to go. So the way that we're going to do that is after that D7 there, we're going to go to a B minor. The way that the B minor is being played is I've got my second finger on the 6th string 7th fret and my ring finger on the 3 string 7th fret. I'm pinching with my thumb the 6th string and my second finger pinching up on the 3 string. And then we're going to go to an E minor. The way that this E minor is getting made is second finger on the 5 string 7th fret, first finger on the 4 string 5 fret, ring finger on the 3 string 7th fret, and pinky finger on the 2 string 8th fret. So you've got a B minor to an E minor, and then you're going to go to an A minor where there's a bit of a little walk in it. So for that A minor, you're going to put your second finger on the 5 string, you're going to put your second finger on the 6 string 5 fret, then ring finger on the 4 string 5 fret, pinky finger on the 3 string 5 fret. So 5 fret all the way across, but it's 6, 4, and 3 strings that you're fretting. I'm pinching with my thumb, first and second fingers on those strings that I've got fretted. And the movement is you'll put your first finger down on the 3rd string 4th fret and then pick up your pinky finger. So your pinky finger's down on the 3 string 5 fret, and then you lift up your pinky finger to expose the 3 string 4th fret. And that's 2 pinches with your right hand. And then pluck where your first finger is on the 3 string 4th fret, pluck it with your second finger, and then slide down to the 3 string 2nd fret, and then pull off with your first finger to expose the open 3 string. And then jump back up to this version of our D, second finger on the 5 string 5 fret, first finger barring strings 4 and 3 on the 4th fret. So we've got from the A minor. And then we're going to go to a B minor chord, or a version of a B minor. So it's almost the same as before, but now I'm adding another note into the chord. I've got my second finger on the 6th string 7th fret, I've got my ring finger on the 4 string 7th fret, I've got my pinky finger on the 3 string 7th fret. So the same as our A minor from earlier, just moved up 2 frets. So you hit that B minor chord, and then you're going to walk up to an E dominant 7. So hit the B minor and then go first finger to the 5 string 5 fret, second finger to the 5 string 6th fret, second finger slide up to the 5 string 7th fret, and then you're going to fill out an E dominant 7 there by putting your first finger down on the 4 string 6th fret and ring finger down on the 3 string 7th fret. And you'll pluck through 5, 4, 3 with thumb first, second. So out of the B minor we've got, and then I go back to the 4th string where my first finger is fretting, and I slide down, I pluck and slide down with my first finger to the 4th string 2nd fret. And then after that, ring finger to the 3 string 4th fret, and then pinky finger to the 3 string 5 fret, and then a D7 chord. So I've got, man, that wasn't clean. So the way that D7 chord is going to work is an open 4th string, second finger to the 3 string 2 fret, first finger to the first finger to the 2 string 1 fret, and then ring finger to the 1 string 2 fret. So let me say that again. I may have misspoke. Open 4th string, second finger to the 3 string 2 fret, first finger to the 2 string 1 fret, and then ring finger to the 1 string 2 fret. There's your D7. So that's coming together like and then you jump back into the main verse progression of. Now once I get through that first verse, I do a bit more of a bit more syncopation, I guess, in this G chord. So instead of just a pluck, 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 pluck. I'm going pluck, pluck. I'm going down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, so down, up, down, down, up, down sort of feel. G, up, E minor. And so for the E minor here, I'm just moving, I'm lifting my first finger off of the 6th string and putting my first finger down and barring it across the 2nd fret of strings 5 and 4 while leaving my pinky finger where it was in this G7. And then for the C, same C and D as before, G to the E minor, C, D, and then it runs back up to the B minor, to the E minor. And then the second time through, instead of doing this, this A minor right here, I tend to go to just a standard A minor chord. So that standard A minor chord, it's an open 5 string, 2nd finger to the 4 string 2 fret, ring finger to the 3 string 2 fret, 1st finger to the 2 string 1 fret, and I do pull-offs there. So I hit with my thumb the open 5, and then I pinch with my thumb and 1st and 2nd fingers again, and then pull off with my 1st finger from the 2 string 1 fret, and then I pinch again with my thumb and 1st and 2nd fingers on my right hand, and then I pull off with my ring finger to expose the open 3 string. So, and then go to a B7 chord. The way that's going to happen is your 2nd finger is going to be on the 5 string 2 fret, 1st finger is going to be on the 2nd finger is on the 5 string 2 fret, 1st finger is on the 4 string 1 fret, and ring finger is on the 3 string 2 fret. And I just single pluck those strings going 5, 4, 3 with my thumb 1st, 2nd finger, and then to an E minor chord, standard E minor chord. I'm just moving my ring finger now to the 4 string 2 fret, leaving my 2nd finger where it was on the 5 string 2 fret. And I tend to do a little pull off with my pinky finger on the 1 string 3 fret to the 2 string 3 fret, and then so that's a walk up to a G note where I hit open 6th string, 1st finger to the 6th string 2 fret, 1st finger to the 6th string 3 fret, and then my 2nd finger goes down on the 4th string 3 fret, and that's the next note that I hit with my 1st finger. And then pluck with my 2nd finger the open 3 string. My pinky finger then has to reach all the way down to the 6th fret of the 2 string, and then I put my ring finger down on the 4th fret of the 3 string so that I get so that's where the verse lingers and kind of drops, and then it goes into the next portion of the verse of that part. So after you hit the, you'll then walk up into a C by going open 5, 1st finger to the 5 string 2 fret, and then 2nd finger to the 5 string 3 fret, where you'll then, as you put it down, you'll already have your 1st finger moving into that bar of strings 4 and 3 on the 2 fret. And whenever you pluck that, you'll then need to be ready with your pinky finger to hammer it on to the 3 string 4 fret. So pinch, pluck, hammer on twice. And then, so that's moving, move with your 2nd finger to the 3 string 2 fret. Pinch, pluck with your thumb on the C note, and then your 2nd finger on where your 1st finger is at on your left hand, the 3rd string 2nd fret, and then pull off your 1st finger to expose the open 3 string, and then you go So this is a bit of a D into a B minor. I've got my second finger on the 5-string 5 fret, first finger on the 4-string 4 fret, and I'm pinching with my thumb and first finger strings 5 and 4, and then strings 6 and 5, moving with my pinky finger to the 6-string 7 fret. So that's C to a D to a B minor, and then to an A minor, same A minor as before, second finger on the 6-string 5 fret, ring finger on the 4-string 5 fret, pinky finger on the 3-string 5 fret, and then to a D dominant 7. So your second finger on the 5-string 5 fret, first finger on the 4-string 4 fret, ring finger on the 3-string 5 fret. Then to the G major 7, first finger on the 6-string 3 fret, second finger on the 4-string 4 fret, ring finger on the 3-string 4 fret. Then we come back up to a B minor chord. Then what's the next chord? Yeah, that's it. All right, so the way that you're going to execute that to a B minor, and this is a new B minor for us. It's very close to the other ones, but slightly different. I've got my second finger on the 6-string 7 fret. I've got my ring finger on the 3-string 7 fret, and now my pinky finger on the 2-string 7 fret. I'm pinching with my thumb, first and second fingers, thumb grabbing the 6-string, first finger grabbing the 3-string, 2 finger grabbing the 2-string. And then so that B minor, and then you're going to come down to a version of an F sharp. So I've got my second finger on the 6-string 2 fret, ring finger on the 4-string 2 fret, and pinky finger on the 3-string 3 fret. So B minor to the F sharp, then back to the B minor again, except for this time on the B minor I've got my ring and pinky fingers down one set of strings from what they were before. So now my ring and pinky fingers are on the 7th fret of strings 4 and 3. So B minor again, and then an E dominant 7 again. Ring finger or second finger to the 5-string 7 fret, first finger on the 4-string 6 fret, ring finger on the 3-string 7 fret. The next chord is that, which is some version of an A sharp. I'm leaving my ring finger where it's been on the 3-string 7 fret, but I'm lowering my first finger down 1 fret to the 4-string 5 fret, and I'm moving my second finger to the 6-string 6 fret. Then you're going to go into an A, like an A dominant 7, I think is what this is. I've got my second finger on the 6-string 5 fret, first finger on the 4-string 4 fret, ring finger on the my second finger is on the 6-string 5 fret, my first finger is on the 5-string 4 fret, my ring finger is on the 4-string 5 fret, and then pinky finger on the 3-string 6 fret. So after that A7, you then go to a D7, the same D7 from before, an open 4-string, second finger on the 3-string 2 fret, first finger on the 2-string 1 fret, ring finger on the 1-string 2 fret, and then I like to hit that chord leading back into the next G7. So that's ring finger on the 5-string 5 fret, second finger on the 4-string 4 fret, and then first finger barring the 3rd fret of strings 3 and 2. And I'm hitting a bit of a roll there with my right hand where I'm going thumb on strings 5, 4, and then first finger on string 3 and second finger on string 2. And then it goes back to the G7, to to the E minor, to the C, to the D, to the G7, to the E minor, to the C, to the D dominant 7, then back to the B minor, to the E minor, to the A minor, to the B7, and then E minor. That same chord from before, walk up to the G, first finger on 6th string 3 fret, second finger on 4th string 3 fret, open 3 string, and then pinky finger reaching down to hit the 2nd string 6th fret. And then here's where the song comes to an end. I know this has been a long explanation if you're still with me. On the So Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas part, you walk down from a standard C chord. So the standard C chord is ring finger to the 5th string 3 fret, second finger on the 4th string 2 fret, open 3 string, first finger on the 2 string 1 fret, strum across that 5 string to 1 string, and then move with your second finger to the 5 string 2 fret. And I tend to just hit that as a solo note, and then an A minor, standard A minor, and then back to this D7 that we've been using. And then back into the main progression of in the outro, I tend to add my second finger to the 2nd string 3rd fret in that G, kind of roll across the G, and then into the E minor. I kind of let it turn into a B minor, where I'm just moving my first finger off of the 6th string and putting it on the 5 string 2 fret, and then the C chord, and then the D chord, and then back into, and like hit an open 1 string in that last G to make it sound super jazzy. Alright, so that was a really long tutorial, but if you're still with me, those are the jazzy chords and movements to how you can play Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how you can approach the song.